Welcome back, guys, to Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn.
Lagu's warriors, led by Tormod, join the escaped prisoners, and Daein's army grows ever larger. Its victories at Talrega and other key locations have strengthened its position. The army rides across the land, liberating prisoners from Begnion encampments. The Daein ranks swell with the influx of veteran soldiers, and the men begin to dream of the day when they may retake the capital. Like a fever, conflict grips the nation. The night will be long before this fever breaks. All eyes turn toward Daein's capital as the liberation begins what all believe will be a long and bloody march.
So we start a new chapter, Chapter 8, Glory Unwanted. You summoned me, Your Grace. Jared, there is trouble. The Apostle is going to form an inspection team. She'll dispatch it to Daein. Ho ho! I've arranged to meet with the Senate's Vice Minister, Duke Garros. If we ask him the favor, I imagine he could discreetly sweep their findings under the rug. But in the meantime, you must obliterate the insurgents. Once that is done, we'll devise excuses. Understood, sir. What's the plan? Will the senators be able to cover up this mess? If the inspection team and the rebel army ever cross paths, even the Senate won't be able to hide the truth. We'll lure the rebels to Shifu Swamp. We'll plant tales of a mass execution there, and that'll be sure to come. Then, we'll trap the malcontents and wipe them from the face of the land. It's amazing. My wound is healed. I give you thanks. I never thought I'd see the silver-haired maiden work miracles before my very eyes. Silver-haired maiden, help them! You must help them! Help who? What's going on? Calm down and tell me. They're killing our men! I beg you, please, save them! Prisoners from Joad work camp are being collected in Shifu Swamp and executed. Not only Joad, there's reportedly a plan to exterminate all prisoners in every camp and let the swamp conceal the remains. I've heard nothing of such a plan. It's a false rumor or an enemy trap. It may indeed be a trap, but if we don't investigate, we risk a mass execution. And what if it is a trap and they vanquish the Liberation Army? The dream of restoring Daein to glory will die instantly. For the good of Daein's future, we must ignore this threat. I understand, and that's why I won't take any troops. Only myself and my old friends will go. Micaiah! If you refuse them your permission, I will go alone. Stop right there, little lady. I will not authorize this action without the prince's full approval. Izuka, let her do as she wishes. Please, she hasn't disappointed us yet. My prince? Fine, but I can't help but feel as if these children are running your army. You should know that it's me that's running the army as we return to base. Right then, with that said, we've got our supports just ticking along with people. We've got even more units available for support now. No, we don't really. We've kind of got everyone paired up except for Jill. We can't really pair with anyone that's free at the moment. That's for sure. Well, Volag as well can't pair with, well, anyone that's free at the moment yet again. It's problematic, isn't it? Still, let us go back and check out the info, because supports can't say I truly understand them. Sof, Tornio, and Vika wish to speak, two of which are the importance of free stars. So let's start with Sof. We're just about ready. Let's talk to Tormod and... Micaiah? Oh, sorry. Hey, remember our promise from 3 years ago? There are no secrets between us. Soph, Merlin knows that I'm older than I look. I see. Well, don't worry too much about it. You can trust him. Yes, I'm sure of that. Merlin seems very trustworthy, but what about everyone else? What would they think if they knew all of my abilities came from the mixed blood running through my veins? Blood they consider cursed. Micaiah, stop. Right now, when they look at me, they have love and affection in their eyes. Would they look at me the same way if they knew? I don't want to find out, Soph. I don't think I could bear the truth. You know, we can stop. What do you mean? Look, this was an impossible situation to begin with. You've always led such a secluded life. Ever since you were thrusted into this position, I worried that the pressure might get to you. You're right. I knew it would turn out like this. Despite that, I accepted the job. I can't stop now. But Micaiah... Listen, Soph, I realized something after Dane lost the war. What's that? I realized how much I loved my country. And? During the war, I spent a lot of time with the people of Dane while I was waiting for you to return. After we lost the war, all our cities and towns had been reduced to ruins. We had to help each other to cope. We supported and comforted each other. That's how we survived. You never mentioned this before. I've been secluded so long, I had no idea people were so strong and kind. No one knew who I was, but they helped me because I was from Dane. They were so loving. They were my friends. And now you won't leave them. I was touched by their kindness. Now I'm scared to lose it. Very scared. Micaiah. I suppose this isn't the time to worry about such things. If my power is needed to liberate Dane, I will stand my ground and fight. Well, not to spoil your resolve, but if things get too hot, I'm just going to grab you and run. Soph. Friends in Dane are important, but not as important as you are to me. Remember that. Alright. Thank you, Soph. Right then, so... we learn more backstory. More about her being older as well. I wonder exactly how much older. Tor and Neo is our next conversation. Sorry about this, Lady Micaiah. Just this once. I agree with Lord Azuka's concerns. I completely understand. This is my fight and mine alone. Please keep the prince safe, General Tornio. I'll protect Micaiah. I've enlisted extra help too. We'll make it back in one piece. I place my trust in you, Soph. Best of luck. Oh, I nearly forgot. You should take this. What a peculiar staff. What powers does it possess? It is a restore staff. It will help you recover from poison, sleep, and paralysis. Enemies will use every method they possess to destroy you. It is best that you be prepared for every eventuality. Thank you, General Tornio. We will return safely. I know. And I know you'll save the hostages too. Right then, a restore there. Another staff for Laura. Vika needs us to chat with her next. A Raven of Kilvas, as we keep mentioning. I wonder where Boss is. These tents all look the same. Hello, Vika. Can I help you? Meep! Meep! Vika? You always run away from me. Did I do something to offend you? No, I'm sorry. I can't explain why this happens. I get so jumpy around you. There's just something about you. Oh. Oh, but please don't be sad. It's not you. It's me. I get confused sometimes. I really admire you, and then I get a bizarre feeling, and... It's alright. Sorry to bother you. No, wait. I want to overcome this. I don't like, and I feel I must avoid you for some inexplicable reason. But I know how painful it is to be feared. I'm really, really sorry. Let's be friends, okay? If you can forgive me, that is. Of course, I forgive you. Thank you, Vika. I'd be honored to have your friendship. Here, take this as a token of that friendship. Please, take it. I'd like you to have it. What a beautiful figurine. The goddess looks so serene. Carry it with you. It'll bring you good luck. I met my boss in Merlin thanks to that figurine. Thank you, Vika. I'll cherish it. I'm glad you like it. And a share icon has been gained there for some extra statness. Right then, now's usually the time, of course, where we sort through all the stuff that's about to break. Like, for example, here we have an iron sword to break, and probably we have some other stuff on us, like the Master Seal here, to get rid of as well. Well, Micaiah is getting nearer and nearer to level 20 at this point in time. And Fiona and all that are not doing too well. Megan, etc. I know you guys have said to leave them out of the battle completely. I know they are very much liability. Meg especially now. I don't think there's any saving Meg. But then I'm using mostly promoted units, and that's just weird. It very much is just weird. So let me just sort out some of the stuff quickly, and then we'll be right back to the action. Let me just market everything, or more to the point, just trade some stuff around. So, with stuff traded around the group, more to the point, Meg's Iron Sword moved over to Edward, and things like that dropped in the convoy, we head to the market proper now, so we can really see what's going on. Apart from that, see what we can buy to replace some stuff. A bronze sword there is beautiful and all, but what I'm really looking for is something along the lines of an iron axe, I think, here. We'll buy one of those for 400 gold. Who will be the recipient? Just Jill, just to make sure that she has something that she can double with. We got an iron poleaxe there as well as an option. That's great against mounted troops and all. Let's keep on the armory. Alright, we've got iron sword now equipped Edward, so we're fine. Of course, I put the brave sword on him as well at this point. But I think, what's an iron great lance then? A powerful lance is a bit hard to wield. Its weight makes consecutive attacks difficult. So why, is it really, really heavy just in general? It's a good lance, obviously. So it's just got a lower hit chance and all that, but it does do more damage. The question is, does Aran actually need some more gear at this point in time, considering we've leveled him up so much as is? He still has stuff, but I think he needs a javelin at the very least, doesn't he? Yes, he definitely needs a javelin. No, not leave the base yet. We don't want to miss anything. Well, javelin doesn't seem to be an option at the moment. That's for sure. Apart from that, we could always equip a new knife to Soft. Not that he really needs it. He's got a good old dagger himself. And we've got the option to buy various spells from many a spellcaster. We'll keep it as it is, though, because I'm pretty sure everyone has got something quite good at the moment. What's in the shop there? We can buy a mend, but the heals should be fine. We've got the special stuff, of course, which is why we filmed this bit. The Worm Slayer, the Wind Edge, a javelin here. A javelin for 600. Javelins seem to be somewhat rarer at this point in time. Well, Aran, I don't think you need much more experience either, do you? Alright then, Olivy Grass, what's this? A herb that restores 15 points to a Legoose's transformation gauge. That could be quite handy then. And we got the Worm Slayer, a sword designed to deal increased damage to Draco Knights and Dragon Tribe Legoos. Well, that sounds kind of important as well, but I'm not sure so many people can really equip that at the moment. We do have the money to do it though. Seems ranged weapons at the moment are kind of a commodity. Should we buy the Olivy Grass? And then give it to probably the lowest level Legoos we have currently? Right, we've got, of course, half-shifted Volug. Which would be Vika. Okay, we'll give that to Vika then. Another flying unit. And the Worm Slayer seems like a good thing to pick up for now anyway. Just in case. Now, who could actually use it? Well, Edward's full of everything, plus his weapon level is not high enough just yet. Where am I looking here? Actually, it is. When did we get you up to as high as an A? We'll send that to storage for the time being. Well, that could be quite handy then. You never know what's coming in front of us after all. So, let's go to Edward. Yeah, trade off the herb with someone. Here, have a herb there, Jill. And then apart from that, can I even get that weapon in at this point in time? I can indeed. 5 weapons equipped. He has all our riches here. Myrmidons of Brilliance. So, with that said, we've got ourselves how much bonus experience? 8,368. Do we really want to be saving that much, or do we want to be using it at this point in time? That's the question for the future. Supposedly I should only be using it on people like, for example, Aran here, who has... Yeah, Aran is a perfect candidate because he's got 3 capped out skills. Because once he's got that, because battle experience raises 3 stats exactly, it would raise speed, mag, luck, or res for definite. Whereas everyone else, you couldn't really do it on right now. That's supposedly the best time for you to use battle experience. But then Aran will be way too... To be honest, it's probably kind of the thing I have to do at this point. Depends if I'm going to use him or not. And even though that gives 8,000 there, every point is taking like 10 off my BXB thing for him versus, for example, Meg, where it does take 3. So really it's not like dead on the thing. So to get Aran up to 2 levels, we're using a fair bit of that, but his overall stats will come out better due to it. Alright, delivered 100 first of all. So it gains 3 stats. Oh, so HP can be one of the ones in the mix as well? Well, that's a shame. So yeah, luck res. So it gains exactly 3. So we gain ourselves some stats that we wouldn't necessarily get. His mag didn't go up, which is kind of useful. And then from here, we could just power him up using... Instead of experience, because we've got a fair few of them here. A Master Seal. Isn't that right? He's level 20. He's not going to gain stats or anything at this point in time. Until he class changes. I wasn't expecting to be able to do it to a character this early on. But Aran is looking very kick-ass as he reaches Halberdier level 1. Gaining some beautiful stats across the land there. And making him ultimately ridiculously powerful. Well, with all that said and done, we've got everything sorted for our next chapter, and we've got ourselves a character level up. A whole new class, a whole new bit of power. For now, we'll probably leave it for next episode because the battle will begin. We've done a lot at base, including our first class change of the series. Join me next time for more Radiant Dawn, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.